Today is day number 8 that I work on this painting, and this is Hylas, by the way. He is a mythological character. It's a beautiful painting, very classical. It's going to be exquisite, yes, but this is exactly the problem. Precisely today, on the 8th day, I started thinking maybe it's too beautiful. Will people want it? I have to be honest. Another thing that kind of stopped me from painting was a thought that I'm kind of ashamed of this painting. I do believe that we paint what we love. It's one thing painting what you love, but it's a totally different thing showing it openly. And do you want to know why I think so? The painting I'm working on, it's a painting of a mythological character. His name is Hylas. To let you remember the story, I'll just say that he was the beloved companion of Hercules, and he was traveling with Argonauts. He went to get some water, and he was abducted by water nymphs. Of course, there's more to the story, but that's basically it. And when I started with this painting, I was kind of thinking, I'll make a painting for Pride Month. And Hylas is perfect for it because he is beautiful, athletic, wet, and basically a mythological eye candy. And I thought, okay, in Amsterdam we have Pride in late July, August, so I have some time to finish it. And I was working, everything was going very smooth. And at one point, on day number 8, I stopped, and maybe it was the day, yeah, it was the day when I started painting his lower back. Maybe it was the problem. I stopped and I thought, he's becoming too beautiful. Who would want a painting like this? Looking at all that brutal and violent art on Reddit, on Instagram, I thought, no, it's too classical, too sweet and dolce, and too beautiful. Like, beauty is some kind of crime in 2026 in art scene. I stopped and I naturally decided to change something. Well, I wanted to change something. I wanted to make it more contemporary. I wanted to add some ugliness, basically, which is not really typical for my approach and for my style. And as artists, when we stop painting, when we feel that there is some kind of barrier, we're stuck. And when we're stuck, we're asking, what's this painting missing? What direction shall I go with this painting? The question I should have asked myself is not what this painting is missing, because the painting was not missing anything. I'm good at what I'm doing. Very humble. I should have asked myself, maybe I stopped, and now I think it's true. Maybe I stopped because I was terrified of what people might think and say about my painting, of what YouTube might do to my painting. It would pessimize my content, not art, content. To get some validation that I'm on the right track, I went to Instagram and Reddit, and I posted some fragments of this unfinished work to get some responses, reaction. And well, comments were good, actually. People would say, oh, how beautiful it is. This painting is exquisite, exquisite. To hear this as an artist today in contemporary setting, it means your painting is old-fashioned, not edgy enough, not contemporary. It's a decoration. I'm making a decoration. Ooh, what can be worse? Yeah, it's a dangerous compliment for an artist. I got more nervous. Exquisite, old-fashioned, talking about the cultural anxiety for an artist, huh? And you might say, oh, Dimitri, that's my name. You are overthinking it. Of course I'm overthinking it. I'm an artist. But look at all those beautiful, great masters of the past. They overthought too. But you're right. When they were overthinking, it's something different from my overthinking, because they were improving their paintings. And I'm trying to adjust it to please the public. What will people say? Comparing ourselves to other artists is not a good thing. It's never helpful, but I still look what they're doing. And when I see that they make Madonnas with very strange and unusual things in their hands and with symbols that are very provocative, and they shouldn't be there, but they're fine with it. They're not ashamed, not afraid. And I'm suddenly ashamed to show openly this little piece of lower back. Wow, what planet am I living on? Painting Hylas, I loved everything about it. I loved the process, I loved the composition, and still I got uncomfortable. Not with the mythology, not with the character, not with his story, but with the fact that I'm painting a male figure and I make it beautiful. I'm going to show this painting openly. This what made me ashamed and afraid. And it felt like I'm struggling not with the painting, not with the technique, not with the process, but I'm struggling with the fact that I need a permission from the society, from the viewer, to continue working on this painting. And also, I need a permission for me from myself. Such a weird thing. And the funny part is, I live in Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and I'm not persecuted for who I am. I can paint whatever I want. And still, it's a strange thing, actually. The external freedom that we have, at least here in the Netherlands, it has less to do with my internal freedom, with my self acceptance. That's why I keep thinking, even here, even now, is this too much? This beauty, will people get it? Will they understand it? Another interesting thing about this painting that I'm feeling what I think Hylas was feeling back then. He is torn between two worlds. He had to decide to stay with Hercules or to follow those water nymphs. So I have to decide. On day number 8, I had to decide what way to go, to please people and to adjust to their liking, or to do what I love doing, to follow my vision that I had with this painting. Yeah, and about painting what we love, I do believe that we should paint what we love. But I also do believe that our strongest works are the ones where we meet on canvas, where we meet our inner struggle, when we face our, I don't know, fears or restrictions or shame. It's too open to revealing. And here's the thing. If you think that those artists who paint landscapes or flowers or seascapes, they do it freely and they don't have to be ashamed. We all know that we have our secrets, all of us. We hide something. Often it's the case that what we see on canvas, the subject, doesn't necessarily mean what the artist wanted to say. For me, it's harder to hide what I like. Even portrait artists, they can hide something. You paint so many faces, dozens, but the hardest part is to paint someone you truly love. That's the hardest portrait ever. That's why I don't have so many portraits of my partner. Yeah, guilty. And this is the most exciting thing when you look at an artwork. What's behind those trees? What's the secret? I mean, my secret is right there on canvas. It's on a surface. I cannot hide it. I mean, I can hide it. I can cover it a bit, put some more drapery in it, but still, it's still exposed. It's still there. It makes it an easier target to hit. That's why figurative artists are hit more than landscape painters. That's true. I don't want to make it complicated. I already did. But I guess what I want to say is that I think there's a huge gap between what I love, truly love painting, and what I paint because I hope for acceptance. So my painting for the Pride Month, it caused me this emotional disturbance, I believe. I did not finish this painting yet. I'm still working on it. I need to do some final touches. But it's going to be in my style. In my vision will be on canvas. Is it too beautiful? You tell me. I think it is sweet, yes, but just the way I am. No, I'm kidding. But I'm not sorry for how I'm painting and what I'm painting. And I'm proud to have this courage to be different on canvas too. That's what I love doing. And I'm not ashamed of it. I do not need anybody's permission to paint what I paint. If you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. Honestly, I'm far from making loud political statements, but I do believe that my art is my statement. My name is Dimitri Ross. I'm a figurative artist in Amsterdam, and I'm proud to paint the beauty of the male form. I'll see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.